you look at this one, struts aren't the answer for stabilization. This is when you need to stabilize this car, take a couple step chocks, flip it over, throw it underneath your roof line, C-post. I mean, that's really all you got to do. Now, what are some reasons why we would have to lift this car?
There could be somebody up underneath it.
Could have the rollover ejection. Now, almost every new vehicle's got what? Sunroof. So partial ejections through sunroofs now. I mean, when you get a rollover and you get that understrain, remember we can't fix stupid, so getting partially ejected through the sunroof. Now, let's just look at it from the standpoint of, from the extrication process itself. What did we do here? We did a dash lift, what we've trained on this vehicle. So we did a complete sidewall removal and we did a dash lift. And guess what? Where's that dash? It's on the ground. It has nowhere to go down. So just to lift this vehicle up, to be able to do a dash displacement, this makes it very, very easy for you. The other thing is if you get one that's involved in a high-speed rollover and those posts are crushed and folded in, when you come up here and start to take a door off, that door is going, those posts are going into the ground, you start to pick the vehicle up off of your cribbing, so it's unstable. So in a situation where you've got the rollover, where is your patient at probably the biggest majority of the time? Laying on the roof, right? Mm-hmm. So what if we were able to take and strut this vehicle, take a little bit of pressure off of those posts, then go around and cut every single post, then lift the vehicle up and leave roof, patient, and all on the ground, then we can just slide roof, patient, and all out, using the roof line as a backboard for us. There's a whole lot of things that lifting struts will give you in this capability that brings something else to the table, because if you're going to do it with airbags, we're going to shove 2 airbags underneath the C-post or D-post of this car, but then what do you have to build up back here? Big crib tower?
And we ain't got that much.
Most people, especially a city department, you probably don't have enough cribbing to do that. So let's just say that we're going to do that lift. Well, guess what your struts can do? They can be your secondary means of stabilization to an airbag lift. Now, problem with this side of this vehicle is our undercarriage side with all those nice attachment points are where? Up here. Mm-hmm. So we can't use those. So we need to be able to attach our strut to the back of this vehicle. So what can we use? Is there a hole back here that I can use? And what is this right here on most new vehicles? Plastic. So even if you had something back here, that's not a good access point for you. So the thing that we're going to do is we're going to use our chain to attach to. Now, again, I'll try to help you with just little tips and things for limited manpower situations, because with 2 people, this almost makes it a little bit more aggravating than just one. So the way I like doing this is I'll just simply take and hook my chain, and then I'll just take and walk it to the other side, come up and over, and then hook it back into itself. And that is a very quick and easy way that one person can do that, as opposed to sitting here and slinging chain over and doing everything else. So while you're somebody's hooking up the chain and you can grab the struts. But look at what we've made here. Remember that chain grab on top of that, on that head? Now I can hook into this chain here. Now, we're going to talk about some problems that we're going to have here in just a second. One of the easy ways to hook the struts up to, just again trying to help you guys out. In this vehicle, because we've already cut our roof off of it, this one's sitting a little low to the ground. So sometimes it's hard to sit here and take and run this up and hook it in, especially if you get your chain tight. So one of the things that I like doing to make this a little bit easier is just pick your strut up, come in here and hook the head of the strut into the chain, and then drop your base. And when you have that pin out, just drop your base down and you get a really good angle. Then you can take your pin and just put it in, and then if you need to kick it out a little bit, just attach your pin in there that way. That way you're not having to monkey with trying to pick it up and move it and do all the other things. So let's get our strut in place on the other side.
What? I look at this and worry about chain slipping.
Good.
Anything?
Yep. We got to deal with
chips?
We got to deal with it. Good catch. That is problem number 1 that we have to deal with.
Hey, I'll try that. Good job, Jake.
Jake.
Or you can tie it.
Yeah, an angle.
Oh, bad job, Jake.
Take that strap there, throw it back. Throw it that way. Yep.
Oh, this one?
Yep. Take that one and kick it to the back. All right, so now we have our struts in place, but we have nothing. Remember how we talked about compressed buttress, tension restraint. So our bases, as far as our restraint right now, they're not tensioned, right?
Mm-mm.
So we've got to be able to do that. So let's use the double wire hook one on our bases.
Save y'all all running around, you'll just let the instructor run the flight.
All right, so what we're gonna go is we're gonna go D-ring on the front to D-ring on the front. Now don't tighten this up.
Ah. You have one job. Let's go, let's fix it.
Try to pay attention to your twist. Take your twist out of it all possible. Now I prefer hook up on that one over there. And you're gonna see by the way this one is designed, you can't go hook up. If you wanna make this one hook up, I do recommend, just as a tip, oh, they may have already done that. Hey, they finally fixed it.
All right.
Good deal. They finally listened to me.
Much
This
better.
one came in from the towing industry like this, with the hook this way, because when they hook into on the sides of the trailers, so I've been arguing with them, telling them to pull this out and then put that in, hook up. So they finally went hook up. So yay. Call that a success. Only took
The
12
reed,
wheels.
the reed set up.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll start.
You gotta write an article
I'm
on
sure
that.
I'll get a check in the mail on that.
You need to write an article. You're published
Send
for
that to Ron Moore.
I'm gonna do that too.
Don't get all that in there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pull some.
You're gonna have to pull some of that out.
Pull all that back out.
And yeah,
All the way out. Take all that out again.
Cool.
You gotta open it back up.
Hey,
There you go.
I hope I can edit this out of my video. It's embarrassing.
No, it's gotta stay in there.
Pull
It's
it.
gotta stay in there.
No, I got it. There we go.
It's training.
and don't
Anybody
tighten
can
that
do
out.
that.
Just hook it into that ring.
Hook it in a ring and then just leave a little bit of slack in it.
Keep going. He done got mad and quit.
See what y'all done? I think I see it.
I think we're about to have ratchet strap class. Way to go, Jake.